Yo, what up, Wolfpack? Um, so things did not exactly go our way. Um, you know, what can I say? I mean, we tried our hardest. Some matches, um, got lucked a little. At the end of the day, sometimes that's, you know, just what happens. For the most part, I thought, I thought that we, you know, did everything that we could for the most part. There are definitely things we could have done better. Um, um, yeah. So I mean, this is you know, kind of at a loss for words. I mean, it's an exhausting season. You know, not only the regular season, but also the first week of playoffs. It's you know, it's a lot of work. Um, and I didn't even play. you know, um, being in an SPL where I actually was in the playoffs playing, I can tell you it's a lot of work. So I can't discount anyone's effort. Um, my first playoffs, I took the loss really hard. It was in the finals, and I took it pretty hard. Um, but you know, I guess my best advice is just to use this kind of disappointment to your advantage. Whether it be in Pokemon or in real life. As weird as that is to say. But yeah. So um, it is a disappointment, and anyone who says it isn't is lying to themselves. We've wanted uh, to win this thing from day one. Um, but some things just don't go your way, and you gotta learn from it. So take the negative and turn it into a positive. But so that being said, I'm gonna give shout outs now, which everyone does deserve. Um, we put way too much work into this, not to get something out of it, um, even if it's something as small as an ego boost. But so that being said, I'm gonna go down the list. Sorry. All right, Adam. I'm starting from the top of the record board. Um, Adam is definitely, I would say, the new Jorgen of this year. Um, I could always count on him to, always be well practiced, think of every possible edit to his team, um, and he knew his teams inside and out. He had the surprise factor, um, and so that at the end of the day is, the perfect player. I always say that in my bidding strategy with Hugo on the assistant manager spot. Um, I always say that you only need to spend 3K on XYOU, but the level of dedication and just preparedness that he has is just unparalleled. And honestly, I would spend over 15K on him. Um, honestly, I would. For a spot that I usually spend 3K on, I would spend over 15 easily. Um, and that just shows how much a dedicated player is worth on an SPL team. Um, so yeah, awesome player, awesome friend. Um, gave Joey a job, you know, keeping the wolf pack out of poverty. So yeah, just all around one of the best players on our team. Yeah, job of the Griffin. You know, we acquired you mid-season. I got a lot of heat for it, even for my own team. But it turned out to be a great pick. Whether it's because of your luck or your skill, you know, I'll say the latter. But bringing a little Metro pride to Wolfpack. But I believe you went undefeated. So, and you, um, you know, definitely was definitely worth it. UU was a spot that we were lacking. Um, and you definitely picked up the slack. Um, yeah, I mean, what can I say? Joey, definitely one of the most versatile players. I always say you are Blue 2.0. You can play every tier at the top of the level. And you definitely behind Laurel gave the most test battles out of everyone. Um, Another player that I'd easily spend over 15K on. You were so undervalued. I think you were like 5K. Um, yeah, just an all-around great player. Very versatile. A great team player too. Um, you're definitely the epitome of the SPL. The epitome of a great SPL player. Just an all-around versatile team player. Um, so yeah, I'm sure you'll be on Wolfpack next year since you are a great retain. Um, and even though a lot of us on the Wolfpack won't be here, I know you'll keep the name proud. That is if you're still playing Pokemon. A lot of the Wolfpack is retiring. But it's Pokemon. We always say that. All right, Danilo, the Poop Master, the boy who always cried wolf. What can I say? You definitely livened the chat up. You know, um, I thought you could have prepared better sometimes. Just because you're a little too, um, you know, too jokey or whatever. But you had a good record. Um, it was a solid pickup. Yeah. What can I say? Um, I think we needed a lot of your comedy sometimes, especially when we were doing sour. Um, Definitely one of the an up and coming advanced players. Yeah, just learn from this SPL since I'm sure you'll be one of the top advanced players next season. Um, so yeah, Silent Verse. Um, one of the top RU players. We count on you to win pretty much every week. Um, yeah, you were definitely Jorgen, another version of Jorgen from last season. I always bring up Jorgen because he's the fucking man, but the legend of Jorgen. But yeah, um, yeah, I really think that you improved a lot this season from last season. In that last season, you could really only play stall, but this season you were definitely more versatile. You brought a lot more different style teams. Your team building improved by a lot. Um, so yeah, Salamverse, definitely I think most improved player, for sure. Malfoy. Hmm. You know, I've been in SPL with you for 3 straight seasons. Um, just a really great friend. Um, one of the few people on here that you know I can trust. Um, that you know if you ask for something from him, he doesn't really expect anything in return. Um, he's just a great guy. Um, everyone knows his DPP skills. Um, his advanced skills. He's definitely one of the best old gen players, um, and just really one of the best all around players. Um, yeah, and I really hope that a lot of people get to know Malfoy because definitely just a great guy, um, and is really genuine. If he tells you something, he's gonna do it. Um, really cares about the team, friendships. He was really mad at me for um, trading Popeye Noel, but and if he didn't get mad at me, I would probably be a little weirded out because he is that guy, the guy who values um, loyalty, friendship, and so you know I'm very strategic and uh, always trying to get something out of something. If that made sense, but he kind of tempers me a little. So yeah, Malfoy, genuine guy, um, and one of the best battlers on the site. Um, but everyone knew that. So yeah. Jorgen, the legend of Jorgen. Yeah, you know, what can I say? The legend of Jorgen. Of Jorgen, I just fucked that up. All right, whatever. I pretty much, float your ego every single day, saying it in chat. But, what else can I say? One of the best GSC players. Yeah, I mean, one of the best GSC players. You're the one of the few people who, doesn't talk much in chat. Although last year you didn't talk much in chat, and then you just won, practically every game. But then this year, I thought you talked more, um, and definitely was more of a team player this year. So yeah, just one of the best GSC players. Um, I say that about the entire team practically. The best in every tier, right? That was the whole goal in drafting or trading for the Wolfpack, and it really is true. I really think on paper we had the best team. Um, just didn't work out in the end. FLCL, a little rockier start this year, mainly because of hacks. You're just a great player. I never really played Black and White NU, but just judging from XYUU, you're definitely one of the best players. And so yeah, you're dominating tour so far. So yeah, good luck in there. It just shows how versatile you are. Just in general, what a good battler and team builder you are. Prem. Hmm. When Hugo first bid on you, I don't know if it was an upbid or whatever, but I was a little worried, just because you weren't really on our draft list for LC. Um, but you definitely were definitely a team player. You got a lot of clutch wins, and I never really saw you misplay, which was huge because that's really big. Some of our players, even established players, choked, but I never really saw you choke. You really thought everything through, and I still can't recall any game where you actually choked, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, King of Mars, definitely an improvement from last year. Confidence level last year wasn't you know really that high, but this year, you won a lot of clutch matches, posted up a really solid record. Um, so yeah, definitely one of the most improved players. Marth, I know you've been busy this year, and so that's probably actually is the reason why your record wasn't as good as it should have been. But you know you gave it all that you could when it mattered, and I still don't regret getting you. You're definitely one of the best video game players. Diamond one Smurfing, or no, Diamond one MMR, dude, in League, which is absolutely ridiculous. You can play a game really fast and just be so good at it, which attests to how good you are at Pokemon. Um, so yeah, just a great friend. Um, one of the best players in general. Um, if you actually tried into it, I guarantee you'd be one of the best, just because you can learn things so fast. Very smart. Um, yeah, I should probably say more about you, but um, you know, talk on a daily basis practically. So um, yeah, you know, keep in touch. Talks. Hmm. Um, we picked you up mid-season. Choked a little bit, but um, you're always there when we needed you to test or build or whatever. Um, Definitely worth getting you. Um, so yeah, um, yeah. Harsha, you know, uh, still sour, still salty from that RMT debacle. But you know, you know, yeah. Laurel, you try a little too hard sometimes, but you pulled up clutch for us, and you know, you just gotta learn a little. Um, yeah, if you just think everything through, um, and stop caring so much, you'll definitely be one of the top players on the site, which I think you've proven in a number of tournaments. When you learn to keep your cool. Yeah, Blunder, quite possibly um, the most valuable like I think you have a win now, but you are the most valuable 0-3 player ever. You're you're pretty funny. You're good at trolling. Um, yeah. Blunder, awesome dude. Yeah. Ditto Crow, kind of disappeared, bro. Hugo. Um, you know, what can I say about Hugo? Definitely the most important part of his team. More important than me. Um, that's for sure. He, I came up with his bidding strategy, but um, it's all because of Hugo. If Hugo wasn't on the team, I could not bid the way that I do. Um, and so really, Hugo, affects it from the bottom up, the foundation of the team. And even further than that, he helps everyone test. He's versatile. I'm pretty sure he learned LC just to help Prem. Can't confirm that, but literally one of the best builders and battlers on the site. Literally, um, yeah. I mean, a god at team building. I'm pretty sure anyone can attest to that. Dude, seriously, one of the best. One of the best. Um, I honestly don't know much more to say. He's just literally one of the best. And so those are my shoutouts, Wolfpack.